This is Shereen Manalani, the Muse with the Message, and today I wanted to do a little intro video, and I just wanted to talk briefly about this age of going online and going into the world of this face thing. And I want to discuss that because normally when I walk around the world, I don't usually wear makeup. Part of it is I wake up late and I really value that extra time to sleep. I don't do breakfast, and so I often brush my teeth, wash my face, walk out the door, and brush my hair on the way to where I'm going. And yet, you will see in most of my videos, I wanted to discuss that you will see I will wear eye makeup and a lip colorant because, and I'm going to explain why, as a trained professional dancer, as someone that's done theater and trained others in dance and theater and trained people to have stage presence and have good speaking voices or dancing presentation, good character and posture, you will also note that on a stage, you need eye makeup and colorant and even something usually coloring the face a little bit, even males, because from farther and farther away, it will appear that you have no eyes. And I like to work as far back as possible. In fact, I would be far more comfortable. I don't know how far back this will go. Like way, way back, like sitting in a chair. Then I can show my leggings too. I like to wear outfits that sort of represent how I'm feeling emotionally and what energy and mental focus and intention I have. And so sometimes the colors I wear will reflect that, or just the theme of my day. So as a performer and a presenter, I know that even on these close-up camera world that we're on all the time, and I've discussed this with teachers that are really not paying attention to how hard that is on students to have their face, they could see their face. No one's used to this. We're not used to being in the limelight or on the spotlight or on the stage. Most people, we're not accustomed to this all the time. And it's if you're going to be looking at a performer of whatever type, and even a lecturer now becomes a performer in this sense, it is easier on the mind and the eyes to see clear eyes and a clear mouth. I'm just being honest. And so that is something that I also will be doing. But I wanted to discuss, and what I was saying to teachers is that it's really hard on the personal ego and the personal self-reflection, the personal, now we're seeing this unhealthy narcissism being fed instead of genuine healthy place where self-adornment and beauty and value and dressing with colors or jewelries or whatever, and it's not for you. You don't really see your own appearances for others, but that's what I'm saying. I wake up and I feel something, and then I dress for what I feel, and then I realize the weather isn't going to be cooperative, even though I live in a very mild place of weather. And so then I go and I change 3 times to fit the weather and still try to fit what I feel for the day. So be wary of that in yourselves, be wary of it in others, and recognize that you're going to see more common teachers, lecturers, educators, different presenters of information or different authorities. They're going to start looking a little more and more like they're on stage because we've been put on stage because of this online reality. And we really need to recognize what that's doing to ourselves emotionally and to our mental health, and we need to recognize what it does to others. And again, I've been a trained performer in different arts since I was very young, and so for me there's a comfortable transition into performer mode versus day-to-day mode. And I used to train people that and say, even like, it really takes a lot to step on stage. It really takes a lot to present and the energy that it's a gift. It's a gift you're giving to others. It's for someone else. You enjoy it, yes, but it's truly a gift for your audience. You hope they're changed or felt or inspired or something, and as a dancer and as a dance teacher, I want them to feel like I can dance and I want to dance and I want to try dance and I'm ready to dance. And I do feel like my performances have inspired a lot of people. A lot of people have approached me after performances and they want to discuss dance. And so that's one modality. Or working with theater students, and you see their family or their friends that they invite think, oh, that looks amazing. I want to try that. And then others are inspired to go into performing arts as well. It's a very enjoyable experience, and it is for everyone. And it doesn't matter what level of mastery each person gets, you rise to the level of mastery that is enjoyable for you. But at the higher levels, it becomes higher stakes. And there is a certain level of stress that is natural. And I'm discussing this because now what I'm saying is when young students show up for their educational classes, just their regular, like third and fourth grade, in some sense, they are now put in something that psychologically has taken trained performers a lot of time to come to terms with. And a lot of personality types were never called to that, and others were, and they're comfortable with that. They make peace with it and they find a place for that. And my point that I was getting to before is that, as I say, it takes a lot to step into the limelight, to step on stage and to put your all out and send that gift out. And as a dancer, your gift is also your physical appearance, which is why you'll see in the rest of my videos, as I said, I'm going to be wearing something that is easier on the eyes to look at for long periods of time and to identify, oh, there's a clear eyes and mouth, and that is very pleasing to the, innate, visually pleasing aspects of humanity. We seek that out. We seek out the faces in things. So that's very pleasing, but it takes a lot to step on stage and hold that energy and hold that light and hold that confidence and hold that power and that expression at that higher level. And it takes a certain amount of, as I said, confidence and that type of ego, healthy ego. But that's where you leave it, is on stage. You leave it there. But then at the same time, everyone needs to have a higher level of this performer energy and this enjoyment and showing off and being this charismatic person and being this person that's being this online character. And that's not fair or reasonable. And we need to start being sensitive to what are we doing to others, because that's not everyone's comfort level or calling. And some people are fine. Like, I've gotten a lot of non-performers who took my class just for exercise and well-being and enjoyment and connection and fun and all the wonderful things that dance does. And they really enjoy that aspect. But they told me from day one, I'm not going to perform. But at a certain point, I said, I really need you. And I found a way for their comfort level to be addressed. And for a lot of people, that was a short coming on stage or a simple thing that they felt very confident doing, not the full choreography that maybe the rest of the class was doing. But I've created and choreographed a way and found a way for almost all of them, thank you, those who took the risk, thank you, to perform and to step into limelight and to step on stage. But I want to address this. We're not talking hour after hour in your business meetings and students, young students. We're talking, we negotiated their comfort level and what they enjoyed, what was still beneficial and enjoyable to them as a being, and encourage their growth and their expression of who they are. And that's not hours after hours after hours of everyone's face being a public figure who didn't sign up for that. And I think it's cruel and psychologically disturbing to a lot of people. And I think we need to start addressing that. And we need to just get back to real in-person life. But I'll address that in a lot of other ways in a lot of other videos and my ideas. And I'll put forward what I can. Because humanity is dependent on these things. But in the interim, while you work with students or business clients or whatever you're doing, and everyone is forced to suddenly be glamorous and be a performer and be in the limelight while they're trying to get their work done and just be a human being and just be a student or someone getting work done, I want us to all be a little more sensitive to each other and a little more sensitive to what we're going through. it's not healthy and it's hard. And so, let's do the best we can to be sensitive to others and ourselves.